call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the Appleton Oak. This is Diamond Dave Damone. I'm Mason Quinn. Guys, tonight we are taking a look at The Last of Us. This is episode 8. Now, if you've been following our channel, you might know that we're a day late on it, and that's because our good friend here, the Appleton Oak, was in Columbus, Ohio at the Arnold Classic, hanging out with Schwarzenegger, rubbing shoulders. What more can I say? The last episode was fantastic, gave our characters a lot more depth. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this one plays out.
From having steak dinner with Arnold one night to being here reacting with videos to you boys. Wouldn't have it any other way. I came straight from the airport to the studios just for this, and I can't wait.
In bad weather, no less.
Yeah,
Terrible weather.
The weather is really bad right now. Folks, I'm excited. I'm sure you've seen a ton by now, but we are finally getting after it. With that being said, let's go!
Here we go.
Okay, so is this where they were, or is this back at, like, home camp in Wyoming? I don't know, it doesn't look like Wyoming. Well, yeah.
And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
Yeah, this looks bad.
Yeah, like something bad went down.
Or something bad's about to go down.
They maybe lose power or something, or?
I've read this passage too many times. But do you remember what comes next? And God will wipe away all tears from their eyes. For there will be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither will there be any more pain. For the former things are passed away. Do you know what that means? Good.
When can we bury him?
Who'd they lose?
The ground is too cold to dig. We'll bury your father in the spring.
Troy!
How much do we have
there's
left?
Troy.
Yeah, rabbit. Keep the whole town on rations. Maybe a week. Josiah and Martin think they spotted some deer the other night, a couple miles east. It was dark. See what you want to see sometimes.
James, I sensed doubt in there.
They haven't lost faith in you, David. They're just scared.
Not from them.
I still believe.
But I need to know you're with me.
That didn't sound
I
confident.
was going to say, that did not sound...
Oh, that's not looking good.
Oh, did you see that yellow pus?
Yeah.
You thirsty?
No, I need something that ends in cillin or sleen.
Yeah, good luck finding antibiotics.
Mm-hmm. I guess the good thing with the snow is you'd see footprints if anybody
Yeah,
was
if
around,
anybody
you
had
know?
been around recently, you'd see some prints and stuff. And in this sort of weather with the snow on the ground, it'd be a lot easier to spot animal tracks. The brown fur of deer up against the white snow would make it a lot easier to hunt.
I just want to take a moment to appreciate a show that is in the apocalypse that actually films in the winter.
Yeah. Oh.
She, okay,
the
I was
old
like,
face
'cause I saw
wash.
logs there. I was like, did she smoke her head?
Oh.
Look at that.
That's a meal right there.
This is what they call heart attack. Oh, you guys get nervous for her?
I am. Oh, she got it.
No, you don't.
But now what about the sound?
Yeah, that's true. That's always gonna be a risk.
Well, what do you think?
I don't see anybody.
Oh, wow, we're this close to these guys?
Quickly, whoever shot it's probably nearby.
Don't! Drop your rifles!
The mean voice.
Yeah, usually amping it up.
Any sudden moves, I put one right between your eyes. Ditto for Buddy Boy.
You're quite a hunter. We didn't even hear you coming.
Turn around and walk away.
Please, just 10 seconds. My name's David.
This is my friend James. We're from a larger group, women, children, and we're all very, very hungry.
I'm from a large group too.
You can't drag this back on your own. We can trade you. What do you need? We have boots.
Medicine?
Back in our village, you're welcome to follow us.
I'm not following you anywhere. Buddy boy can go get it. He comes back, you get half the deer. Anyone else shows up, I put one right
between my eyes. Talk to Howard. He's got a case with some penicillin. Bring back 2 bottles and a syringe. It's not code, James. Do as I said.
Just do it.
10 steps back.
That's your dad's gun? You the one that's sick? Well, look,
Attention to detail.
I have some oil and matches in my pack. We could take shelter.
Bring him with us. Go.
He's actually impressed that she did that too. Oh, that's the vibe I got. I'm not sure if that's 100%, but
It's hard to trust strangers, I know, but I honestly mean you no harm. There's room for you in our group.
You're inviting me to your hunger club? Thanks.
Your hunger club. Your hunger.
You're their leader?
Wasn't my choice. It was theirs.
They chose to follow you. Weird cult thing.
Well, you sort of kind of got me there. I am a preacher, but just pretty standard Bible stuff.
The whole world ended and you still believe that shit.
I actually started believing after the world ended. Before that, I was a teacher.
So you went from teacher to preacher because what, it fucking rhymes?
Well, I found God after the apocalypse, which is either the best time or the worst time to find him. Hard to say. I left with a few others, and that's how I ended up with our flock. We'd settle somewhere, and then raiders would come, so we'd move again.
Well, your luck had to run out sooner or later.
Luck? No such thing as luck. I believe everything happens for a reason. It does. I can prove it to you. Game's been hard to find. So I sent 4 of our people to a nearby town to scavenge what they could. Only 3 of them came back.
Oh,
And the one that didn't was a father. He had a daughter just like you.
Those are the guys at the school.
Oh, no.
Turns out he was murdered by this crazy man. That crazy man was traveling with a little girl.
Oh, no.
Everything happens for a reason. James, lower the gun.
She is the one that killed Alec, isn't she?
She didn't kill anybody. Did you bring the medicine?
Yeah, but
Throw it to her.
Is this guy going to do an even trade? Even after?
Back away.
You won't survive for long out there. I can protect you.
so you're just gonna let her get away.
He didn't say yes or no.
wow, that was well done.
And let's remember footprints in the snow. Oh, shit. Wow, that was intense.
Yeah, that was great tension, man.
Very well done.
Ugh.
Okay, the fuck do I put this, Joe?
Ugh. Needles.
That's a big one, too.
It's weird, like, needles on TV that, like, anywhere don't bother me, but, like, when
You
they
get one near
stories
you?
that, no, when they do stories about, you know, drug use and stuff, when it's in the, like, here, then I, like, cringe. But, like, that doesn't bother me.
Huh.
So they start out showing the daughter of the dad who
Yeah.
passed away, and it ends up.
Well, which is cool, right? Because it's all different perspectives. Whose story do you view it from, you know? And that's who your hero or your villain becomes.
Only 5 more left. What is it?
Venison.
I thought he'd be more excited.
They all heard the story from the second guy about how they got it. Watch that. That's probably what it was. Oh no,
Dude,
they're bummed out because they think they're rationing. Now they got a full deer.
They just got it.
Big one.
Oh, he told them ahead of time.
Yes, we found a girl who was with the man who took Alec from us.
Okay.
When the sun rises, I'll lead a group out to pick up her trail. We'll follow it to wherever they're hiding, and we'll bring that man to justice.
You should kill both of them.
Well, your guy did attack him.
Whoa!
I know you think you don't have a father anymore, But the truth is, Hannah, you will always have a father, and you will show him respect when he's speaking.
Getting vibes like this is pretty culty.
Yeah.
I mean, you can be basing your teachings off a version of the Bible, but it still doesn't mean it's...
I mean, aside from him, like, everybody pretty much has their heads down, not making eye contact.
Lord, bless this food, and grant that we may thankful for thy mercies be. Teach us to know by whom we're
Well,
fed.
she's got a plate.
Bless us with Christ, the living
And that
Oh,
guy's
yeah,
got a
okay.
plate.
I was gonna say,
Wait,
wow.
and that guy's got a bowl. I thought for a minute maybe the men get plate. No, because the other person was a woman who had a bowl. Never mind.
Yep, I can't listen to that.
All that clanging
The
and
clanking
chewing.
and chewing, I can't.
That's heaven for Diamond
Oh
Dave.
my gosh.
It just shows how
Real
hungry-
quick, I'm going to jump in here. At first, I thought these guys were cannibals, and that was a bowl full of the meat that they had in the kitchen from some unlucky soul. And then they brought the deer in. That's why I was like, whoa, where did that all of a sudden come from? But
Yeah.
oh, I totally forgot about the horse.
Hey, kudos, the horse is still going.
They made it. They lived for more than
Round
one
of
episode.
applause. This was The Walking Dead to be 86 in the first 5 minutes.
Gone.
She's going to have to figure something out quick. She's got to know that they're going to track her. Oh, here they come. Oh, shit.
Oh, man, what is she going to do?
About the girl. We bring her back with us. I don't mean to question your sense of mercy, David. We can let her go. If we leave her out here, she'll die. Yeah, maybe that's God's will.
Oh. Oh.
Joe, wake up. There are men coming, okay? I'm gonna lead them away from you. Joe, do not fall asleep.
Oh, so she's going to, like, create a diversion? She going to get on a horse? Oh, she's got the horse.
I mean,
Ain't catching her.
If she can lead him away, maybe on the horse, she might have a
Wait,
chance.
the horse, guns, food.
Oh.
Hey, man, fires!
Oh,
She's not even wasting time.
no.
Alive!
Oh, this music is great.
I love that Troy's getting a lot of screen time.
Oh, come on.
The horse.
Oh, Bella.
Oh, and she's KO'd for. You don't take a fall off a horse like that and not
Well, she went,
get knocked pretty
she
good.
went flying, dude.
Yeah.
Do it.
They sure don't seem like they listen to him all that well, do they?
Two of you with me. Drag the horse. The rest of you, stay here, go door to door. You so hungry for vengeance? Deliver it.
Oh.
It reminded me of the Claimers. You know, when Rick's under the bed.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, this is getting good. Oh, he actually got up. Oh! I was just about to look down to make a note. Oh,
Okay, so they went looking for this guy to get vengeance for the other guy, and they lose
yep.
another one of theirs.
There's another one.
Yeah, he's very gone, but now Joel's got another firearm. And it wasn't much of a physical struggle for Joel. I think that's a big thing to be
Yeah, these
noted. It
guys are
wasn't
hungry.
like-
They haven't eaten.
wasn't like, wow, and he wasn't like some melee where he's
Yeah.
got his, midsection all tore up.
I started worrying you wouldn't wake up.
Let me out.
Well, that's certainly the goal,
Why am I in a cage?
because I'm afraid of you. You're a dangerous person. You've certainly proven that. The others, they want me to kill you for all that's happened. Did you hear me say the others want to kill you?
Yeah.
Why don't we just start with your name?
Eat shit.
Let me protect you.
I'm not on my own.
Right, your friend. You gotta face reality. That part of your life It's ending. And what I'm offering you is a beginning. But if you can't find a way to trust me, then yes, you are alone.
You know, it's lucky they didn't check her for bites or anything, otherwise they might have seen her scar in her arm.
Maybe they're not thinking about it with everything else going on.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Joel, way to set the trap.
That would have been a different guy, too. So
Yeah.
now that's 3 of them.
He's got them all now.
You're next. Please.
Little grin.
Jesus! He can't help you. You focus right here, or I'll pop your fucking kneecap off.
Ooh.
Alive. Where? Silver Lake. It's not a real town name. It's a resort.
It's a real knee slapper.
You're gonna point to where we are, and where your resort is better be the exact same spot your buddy points to.
Oh, talk about a smart move.
Yeah.
You try to lie to him.
Well, remember, he did that earlier with the husband and wife.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Go ask him, he'll tell you. I'm not.
Oh!
No!
Oh!
I ain't telling you shit.
It's okay.
No.
I believe him.
No.
Oh! Oh! He totally Negan'd him. I can't
she
believe what
sees
Joel
something.
just did.
I do 1,000%. Those guys come out chasing after the girl you've been watching for months. You're not playing.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Well, I mean, I just didn't expect it. I was surprised. And we do know Joel has a history, you know.
What is that?
That
Is it an ear?
Dude, they're eating people.
For
I'm
what it's
telling
worth,
you.
this is just deer meat, I swear.
I knew it! I knew it!
You're gonna chop me up into little pieces.
Please, just tell me your name. If you want to judge me,
Judge you? You're eating people, you sick!
Yes, there are only a few of us that know.
You're an animal.
Well, yes, we all are. That's sort of the point.
honest.
It was a last resort. You think it doesn't shame me? But what was I supposed to do? Let them starve? These people who put their lives in my hands? I don't think your friend would either. Didn't he take another man's life to save yours?
He was defending himself.
You see a lot. And you know what I see when I look at you? Me. You're a natural leader. You're smart. Violent.
You don't know anything about me.
You have a violent heart. And I should know. I've always had a violent heart. And I struggled with it for a long time. But then the world ended and I was shown the truth. What does cordyceps do? Is it evil? No. Feeds and protects its children. And it secures its future with violence if it must.
It's kind of an odd comparison.
They need God. They need heaven. They need a father. You don't. I'm a shepherd surrounded by sheep. And all I want is an equal.
What about my friend?
I can tell the others to stop looking for him. They'll spare him.
Who just let him go?
Well, I don't know about that anymore.
If he leaves us in peace, they will just let him go. They follow me, and they would follow us. Think of what we could do together. We'd make this place perfect, and we'd do whatever we needed for our people. Imagine the life we could give them.
Easy, creep.
I think she's going to try to double cross him. Or not. Oh, and with the key. Oh, damn.
Let's see what I go tell the others now.
Ellie, tell them that Ellie is the little girl who broke your fucking finger!
Man, I thought she was going to try to play him for a minute there, you know?
Done got a hat on there,
I
Dave.
was just going to say, can we get Joel a hat?
Well, the David didn't when they were looking for Ellie.
Yeah.
Joel doesn't, and it's a blizzard. I don't know how those
There's
ears
wearing
are.
hats out there.
Oh, is he going to find the butcher shop? Yep, sure enough.
Oh, nasty.
Wait! Come on.
Is she gonna tell him?
I'm infected!
Tainted meat.
Roll up my sleeve. Look at it.
Got me. I don't know.
Everything happens for a reason, right?
This isn't real.
It's pretty fucking real to me.
Oh, shit!
Oh, right in the
Troy.
jugular.
Oh!
Troy, you did great. You need more TV somewhere. Movies, whatever.
Oh.
Oh, by the curtain.
Oh!
Doors are locked, and I have the keys.
It doesn't take long for fire to spread, man.
I know you're not infected. No one infected fights this hard to stay alive. How did you do it? No one likes being humiliated, Ellie. You don't know how good I am! Neither one of us is dying today. You see, I've changed my mind. I've decided you do need a father. So I'm gonna keep you.
Oh, is she gonna go? Oh,
Man, her head
man,
has just
how
been
many
wrong all
how many
episode.
concussions do you think she has? Busted ribs.
I thought you already knew. The fighting is the part I like the most.
Oh, this
What a sick
sick
mother-
bastard.
There's no fear in love.
Oh, kill this dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Get that.
Oh, wow, with the fire in the back. What a shot.
I'm with Ellie on this one.
Wow, wasn't ready for that. What is the rest of the town not
Yeah, where are
notice
they
that
at?
the building's on fire?
No! Get off of me!
It's me. Okay, baby girl.
It's yeah.
No.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Jeez.
Holy shit. Oh, man.
Unreal.
Wow. I'm not gonna lie, that was a
was-
little emotional right there at the end. Boys.
Yeah, that was.
With Joel coming up like that. Wow.
Yeah, so there it was, guys. That was episode 8. And just real quick, Diamond Dave, what you were saying, and I think we all kind of looked at each other and kind of had the same feeling when Joel and Ellie came together with that embrace there at the end. That pretty much sealed it. You know, any doubts they might have had about going their own ways or things not working out, I mean, they're together now 100%. They're a single unit trying to achieve a goal now. And you know, when Joel called her baby girl, that was like what he would say to his own daughter, you know. So that was obviously some heavy duty stuff. Jumping back to the beginning, you know, we see a semi-idyllic town. What's going on in here? As a number of apocalyptic shows have trained us, we never believe what we see on the onset. And Mason Quinn thinks everybody's cannibals whenever I see a town in the apocalypse. So I was right on this one. It was, you know, they brought out that big tray of meat and like, hey, the deer's still back there. Where'd you guys get that from? So that was a real nice touch. The way they do everything in this show with the attention to detail. Again, I'm going to go back to the wardrobe department that they do for this show. The sets, it is all so incredible. This episode really showed the difficulty and again the I guess the overall struggle you're going to have in the apocalypse. It doesn't romanticize it that we've seen on so many other shows where it's like, oh, it's no big deal. You go running around in the woods, you find some berries, a couple of squirrels and some rabbits and a deer, and you're fine. You don't have to worry about food ever. I thought between like shows like this, The Book of Eli, The Road. Those are some movies that show, hey, it is not something to be romanticized. It is hard, it is difficult, and it is not a good time at all. I was kind of reminded a little bit with Joel and Ellie down in the basement, a little bit of Carl and Rick from the episode after the prison fell and Rick was in real rough shape and they were in that house. And, even when Ellie was telling him to wake up, it was reminiscent of Carl telling Rick to wake up. And, again, we try not to make the comparisons with Walking Dead, but let's be honest, guys, it was like the #1 show in the world for X amount of years and really redefined the post-apocalyptic genre a little bit. So forgive us if we lean on that a little bit. Again, the one thing that I'm going to kick off here and then I'll send it over to you guys was I immediately had thoughts of I really need a secret room in my house or my basement somewhere because, how many times have we seen a show where somebody's, they're coming for you, they're trapped. If you just had a secret room somewhere, you could shut that sucker off and okay, they're not going to find me now. A panic room, if you will. I'll toss it over to you guys and maybe I'll have some more thoughts.
Well, Mason Quinn, that sounds great until you're in an apocalyptic situation and you find yourself in someone else's home.
No, that's
other
true.
Than yours because you've been on the road traveling.
There is that.
And hidden rooms aren't a common thing. And if they were, and they were done right, you wouldn't find the hidden room.
That's true.
That all being said, no, this episode was really cool because I think it showed Joel learning to appreciate how far Ellie went for him. I mean, he took one to the stomach pretty bad. He's out in the middle of nowhere with a young woman and a horse, and she got him, as we saw, on that sleeping bag or on that piece of canvas, got him to safety. Not only got him to safety, did her best to provide comfort for him, and then went out and somehow got him antibiotics. So I think when he woke up, he realized that the only reason he was still alive was because of her, and it really solidified how tight this relationship has become and where it was going to go moving forward. And I mean, you really saw that father-daughter relationship start developing, and what parent out there, especially somebody who's a badass like Joel, isn't going to go to great lengths to get your daughter back. I mean, there was some pretty heavy violence, but
no mercy whatsoever.
I mean, but honestly, Lo, like put yourself on. You don't even have to put yourself in a post-apocalyptic situation. Just put yourself in any situation where you knew somebody was responsible for taking your child, and they wouldn't tell you where they took them.
Good luck.
Where are you going to stop to get those answers in a situation where there's no police and realistically, who knows how much time you have? So as they say, extreme situations require extreme measures. Joel took incredibly extreme measures, which I think was fair. And the thing is that, obviously, Ellie and Joel took out one of the guys from their camp, but they knew the real situation, right? Like they knew this is what happened. We went after them. Yep. They fought back, and we lost one of our guys. It wasn't the situation that they were playing out. So this wasn't a justice thing for that group by any means. This was purely a vengeance thing.
Unless it was them just trying to cover their own ass and say,
well, of
hey,
course that's what it was.
The leader,
Yeah, so they went back to the leader, and they didn't want to tell the truth. Yeah. Like, we ambushed other people. We saw other people out. Like, look, if this is supposed to be a religious group, we were out looking for supplies. We saw other people out, presumably doing what we were looking for supplies. And instead of doing the moral thing, I'm not even going to say the religious thing, just the moral thing, we went and we were going to hurt them. And when they went back, they didn't want to say that, hey, we lost the dude out of a case of self-defense. So they made up a wild story. And look, if it's just the three of them that went back with the story and they all corroborate with each other, that's what people are going to believe. But I really liked the way the relationship with Joel and Ellie developed there. I thought you were wrong. I really didn't think it was going to be a cannibal town. I didn't. In the beginning with the preacher, I thought it was going to be culty. And then I'm like, you know what? Like, that's how they do it everywhere. And it's almost has become cliche, but on the flip side of that, you can say it's not really cliche. It's just the reality of what would happen if you had people in large groups and severe hunger set in, and and that's the case. Now, I think what was
Which he did acknowledge. I mean, he was very truthful.
Yeah.
So it's
I
not
think
like he was
I think what was implied here is that it was the guy they lost, right?
Yeah.
You know, like, hey, we lost a guy. It's frozen. We can't bury him. Here's a tray of fresh meat.
Yeah.
You saw their response right away, and that was interesting because they brought out this big tray of fresh meat, and the people just looked and were like, ugh.
Yeah, nobody was excited after starving. That was
they knew. So, and I thought that was initially the deer that they had gotten, and I think they hit us with it. But I was still confused. I still didn't quite think cannibalism there because earlier they said, how much do we have? And they said, we have, rations or whatever for a week. Now, that looked like a big plate of meat for rations, but it could be a situation where they have dinner once a day. They have dinner and that's
cannibals.
it. So another incredibly well done episode. My highlight was, you tell me on this map and the other guy's better match. And when he told him that's all he needed, it was
I
like,
believed them.
Yep. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Wild.
and that that scene at the end that was thrown in with Ellie and the leader of the group there. I mean, the three of us are dads, and I think we've said it before about how when you watch movies after becoming a parent, you look at them differently. I mean, guys, I was 100% cheering for Ellie. No mercy, don't stop, keep hacking away. I was like, you get that MFer.
Yeah,
and it was, totally in the moment.
Look, but by the nature of the things he said, that wasn't his first time.
Exactly.
So this was a guy that needed to be 86th, and he got what he deserved.
Yeah, so it's me. I like to bounce around here. First off, Troy Baker. That guy, Troy, you're not going to ever see this, but I'm going to talk to you, Troy.
Let me talk to you.
Talk to Troy.
So I hope you get more TV, movie, wherever. I hope you get something. I hope we get to see more of you. I thought Troy Baker did phenomenal in this role. When we do the game, when we have you guys watch scenes from the game, I think Troy did a pretty good job of disguising his voice a little bit more because when you guys see the game, and then there was like tones where Joel's voice came out. But to the hardcore gamers out there, they couldn't get that out of their head probably. So again, I hope Troy gets more jobs because I thought he had a great presence, did a lot of storytelling.
He
to
was
his face.
good. He was very good. I mean, I'm guessing he does stuff other than voice acting. This performance by him is not like, hey, I'm a voice actor and they threw me on camera.
Yeah, because I was in the video game.
And if it was, wow, was he a natural?
Yeah, he did great. For all those, for folks who probably know a little bit more than me, now my memory may be a little foggy, but I'm pretty sure David wasn't a preacher in the game. Could be wrong. I'm just gonna keep myself flexible in the one. I'm pretty sure he wasn't. So I thought that was a unique twist in the TV adaptation here of them giving him a little bit more. And let me know your thoughts on this too, folks. I thought David was probably a little bit more sinister in this than the game.
Oh.
I'm not saying it was bad in the game. It was really well done. That's why I like this is two different worlds where they can, kind of make those tweaks.
Yeah, and I don't think you could be any more sinister than what he was.
I mean, in the game it was great, but here was I personally thought a whole new level to David's character here. It was great for TV adaptation, that's for sure. Joel and those two guys, that to me was awesome to see because it's almost, from what I can remember, almost verbatim from the game.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So again, these guys, we've all, if you're new here and you just got here, we all said a couple times that, anything from this point backwards we can talk about, which I'm going to make sure we get that scene in there for you guys for when we do the game reaction at the end of the season here. Because it'll be great to see you guys' reaction to that. Otherwise, I will admit that ending right there got me a little emotional.
Yeah.
That wasn't just the whole sequence. And Bella, holy crap, guys. Bella, I thought, crushed it this episode.
Yeah.
And Pedro, I mean, he didn't have to do much. But, I mean, the way, maybe I should be giving credit more to the crew for giving him the look of just look like he was half gone. But otherwise, even in the intense moments, it's okay. I believed him.
Dude, I got you in the Taken when he had the guy in the chair. He went straight down into the thigh, right above the knee, and that's what reminded me there. Straight down. Now, granted, he used a knife. I think in Taken it was like a It was like it looked like almost a large spike, and of course followed up by the car battery.
Well,
a little different, but
little different.
straight down into the thigh. I was like, oh, it's some Liam Neeson action.
Yeah, and I think the other thing to remind is that you and I haven't seen the Raiders yet that everybody's talking about. Now, this is just an outfit of cannibals that was hanging on somewhere in the mountains, and the Raiders are supposed to be worse than these guys.
Well, we saw the Raiders come in episode 3 with Bill and Frank, but we really
Kinda
didn't see
touched
what
it
they
there.
were capable of.
Well, right, yeah.
That being said, I understand that and you touched on this earlier, every different post-apocalyptic story is going to have their own version of what I'm assuming the Raiders are here. Anybody that's seen The Road, I don't know that they can put anything in this that would impact me more than the type of things that was in the movie The Road.
Yeah, that's one you see one time and you're good.
One time. And even if you don't want to see it, I would recommend, honestly, just not watching it altogether. Not because... Just don't watch it. But it's, you know what I'm saying? So like you want to prepare yourself, and I'm sure they're going to work the story in great. But as far as like shock value, it's like, I don't know that anything really can get much worse than some of the suggestive things and the content that they put in front of you in the show The Road.
Yeah, and you touched on it too, Dave, where you were reminded of some of the episodes of The Walking Dead with Rick and Carl and the Claimers, and this did have a lot of elements to that that we saw.
It's hard not to.
With the Claimers, and how they were with the one guy was with Carl, and Rick gave him the old zipper treatment. So yeah, a lot of similarities.
Again, this episode was phenomenal, and we try to stay away from the comparisons of The Walking Dead, but it like Quinn was saying earlier in his, it's hard not to, and it's all in a complimentary fashion.
Absolutely,
I think,
yeah.
because The Walking Dead, the way they did things, the way that The Last of Us is doing things, completely different,
Yeah.
but the similarities are there. I thought it was great. Gosh, I can't wait for the last episode here. I can't believe we're saying
I can't believe it's the last
No.
episode.
this was the second to last one. Just banger.
Amazing. All right, guys. Well, that's the Appleton Oak. This is Diamond Dave Damone. I'm Mason Quinn. This is Bad Medicine. That was The Last of Us. We're going to see you next week for the final episode of the season. See you then, guys.